do some tarot readings. I'm probably going to be back later tonight, and I will be doing more personal readings. Just in case you forgot, you can also get personal readings by going to the blog, which is obviously posted at the link in my bio. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or when it is up posted on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And first and foremost, let me tell you happy eclipse and happy Venus day, happy Venus retrograde, happy Mercury retrograde. Okay, this is like such a wild time planetarily and astrologically speaking, because this is definitely a time for just intensity and miscommunication, which can abound. So talk slowly, take your time when you speak, take your time when you text, take your time when you read people's messages, because simple things can be misconstrued and it can lead to problems. And if it's one thing you don't want, especially during an eclipse, it's problems. So take time for this Venus day, for this eclipse. Take time for yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Do something to be kind to yourself. Do something to be kind to the people around you. Do something to honor Venus. You know what I mean? Get yourself a nice smoothie. You know, do something beautiful and just enjoy the energy of being alive on planet Earth in this beautiful, beautiful time of the year of the snake. So without any further intros, let me get right into it. And let me get to pulling some cards for this amazing and powerful eclipse. I'm just so excited to be here. This eclipse is all about really just making way for the future by way of letting go of the past. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you for the likes. If you can gift, I have a gift goal here. And the more that we complete our gift goals, the more that we level up. And it's super fun. My gift goal, I think, is like either 20 or 100. Oh, it's 100 of those little snowflakes. They're 5 coins. So if you want to reload your coins in a way that saves money, there's a site that can do it. I guess it saves more money than reloading actually here on TikTok. Send a heart me if you can. Get us some team points and team membership. Thank you for tapping. Share the live if you can. And again, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so the eclipse energy. The first card that we have is the Magician. Now, this is talking about, first of all, a reminder of Mercury retrograde, which I did just tell you about. But this is also a reminder of the power of your own ability to communicate. The power of what you speak over your life, the power of what you speak over yourself, how you speak to other people. It actually really does matter. Sometimes we think like the words we say are not having an impact or they're not reaching where they need to reach, but in fact they are. So with this first card being the Magician, it's saying that for this eclipse, it's really important to name and declare the energy that you do want to see in your life for the rest of the year. I just got an interesting pop-up as well on my phone. So for some of you, there's something here about poetry being very powerful for you. This eclipse could be putting you back in touch with some kind of poet or poetry that could be very meaningful for you. Perhaps you want to express yourself using poetry, just like, it doesn't even have to be for other people. It can be something private. You can write like poems just in like a journal as a way to express yourself and keep it to yourself. But it seems like poetry at this time is very important. The pop-up that just came up was from Sherman Alexie. Now, Sherman Alexie is a very accomplished, very awarded, very incredible Native author. He's the author of The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. And I'm a member of his Substack, which means I get updates whenever he posts. But he inspires me so much, and he really helps me in my writing. It just encourages me to just keep going and never give up. So again, for some of you, writing is going to be a really powerful tool. And again, for some of you, maybe you're practicing magic here with this full moon, with this eclipse. Just be aware that this energy can be pretty intense. Now, the second card that came up is the Four of Coins. Oh, hold on. Let me just... Nope. Okay, thank you. And so the Four of Coins is an energy of maybe being a little bit withholding. And that's not really the energy that we want to see. Talking about withholding, I'm withholding my knee and it hurts. Gotta take my collagen. But this is the energy of really holding something back, being withholding. And for me, whenever I see the Four of Pentacles, to me it speaks a little bit of like fear. It talks about really kind of guarding the heart space, guarding your coin, and this kind of blocking and impeding some of your ability to make money. So the question for this eclipse is like, what have I learned from past, from past painful experiences of the heart that have paved the way to be lessons and to teach me for my path moving forward. Essentially, how can I take those experiences that I thought were an L and just remember that every L is a lesson? Every L is a lesson. It's not really a loss if you learn from it. Something to keep in mind. Now, next we have the Eight of Cups. So For some of you, those things that you did learn from those lessons, they are actually things that you are leaving behind. The Eight of Cups is a card of moving forward. The Eight of Chalices, of going on some kind of pilgrimage, going on some kind of journey. Sometimes it's just indicative of a spiritual journey. Perhaps you could be focusing more on yourself, on meditation, just a change of energy. But sometimes it is actually physically a change of location. Some of you could be going somewhere. Some of you could be taking a trip somewhere. Some of you could be, it could be like a move or like a vacation or travel to connect with someone. But either way, it shows that you've learned something and there's something that you're moving forward and you're taking that knowledge with you. It's like whatever you've learned, you get to carry with you. And that is a gift, and that is also a blessing. If you're just joining, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe. Now, our fourth card is interesting. It's the Temperance card. Hold on. Excuse me. Thank you. The Temperance card is a card of angelic guidance. It is a card of angels. It is a card of support. It is a card of having what you need being there for you. It is a card of having supportive energy around you, especially when you ask for it. I think sometimes, definitely for me, sometimes it's hard to like ask for help or speak up about what you need, but you definitely always have a support system that's there for you. And if it doesn't seem like you have people around for you, you have angels around you. You have energy around you that wants to protect, support, and uplift you at any point in your journey and at any point in time. And it feels like with this eclipse energy this day, some of you might be seeing evidence of that in a big way, which is always a blessing. It's reminding me of that book by renowned angel expert Lorna Byrne. The book is called Angels in My Hair. I think she and her daughter have written several books since then. I would have to look into it. But some of you might want to look into that. Or you know what it is? Some of you are receiving a lot of synchronicities and connections to your angels, like angel numbers. Some of you might be seeing like 444, 777. And so the thing is that when you see those kind of synchronicities, it's important that you stop and you pay attention, because those synchronicities are either a warning or a blessing. So just pay attention to the energy around you when you see those synchronicities. Also, energy of deja vu. When you get that energy of deja vu, just simply pay attention. Okay, you don't have to point it out. You don't have to be like, oh my God, just pay attention. Next, we have the Two of Wands. And so the Two of Wands is a card that is showing us that there is going to be important energy moving forward in terms of career, business, and finance. For some of you, there's new projects or new money matters that are coming up, and they are going to be successful. It's like some of you have already sent out kind of what you need to send out, and you're watching and waiting for the results to come in. I do see that what this eclipse energy is going to do for some of us here is also to just completely clear away the way of things that were blocking our path. And it's interesting because it might not feel that way. It might feel, again, uplifting or unsettling, but this is a very beautiful energy here of things really coming to you as they should. And as it comes to you, it's going to be really, really beautiful. We have here the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is just this card of just abundance, prosperity, luxury, beauty, self-confidence, solar plexus chakra on balance, coins coming in, money coming in, glow ups, physical health, success, and joy. And so I really love to see that as we're talking about this progress in terms of business or money matters, to go from the Two of Wands right into the Nine of Pentacles. Like, are you kidding me? That's really talking about success. And so if some of you are worried or questioning about your finances, it is looking good. Finally, we have the Queen of Wands. And so as it's looking good, it's just also very important to remember that what we put out is what we get back. And also sometimes it's important for us to be the ones to start taking action. The Queen of Wands is this powerful, fiery energy, and the Queen of Wands is not afraid to stand up, to shake things up. Thank you for the heart, May. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. The thing about the Queen of Wands is that the Queen of Wands is not afraid to take that first action, to initiate energy, to start. When I'm thinking of like the Aries energy, fire sign energy of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, the Aries is the initiator, the young warrior. The Aries is not afraid to start something. And so don't be afraid to start something. Thank you so much for helping me to complete my gift goal. Thank you for the snowflake. I appreciate it. The snowflake keychain, excuse me. And so as you can see, also this little black cat And so, you know, people have a lot of different ideas about black cats, but black cats are very lucky. So you could be seeing something about cats or something about pets that's very auspicious at this time, that could be very supportive at this time. Ah! Ah, baby! What did you make? Oh, my bad. Thank you for showing me.
It's very creative.
It is very creative.
You better not make it right.
I won't. Okay.
Thank you. It looks someone's playing basketball.
Uh-huh.
Basketball.
It's true.
Look at that guy.
Wow, good one.
That guy's just like watching him.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get your socks on and have you come out here tomorrow, okay? Thank you.
If I can stick my head out.
That's the superstar of my life, actually. So, very auspicious energy. You gonna come through the window?
Look at me.
You look like Spider-Man. Why don't you use the door? Just shut the door behind you, okay?
Open.
It's open.
But like, my head won't fit through it.
Because you can come through the door, actually.
My head won't fit through it.
Just come through the door.
Come through the door. Without shoes.
Okay, here. You're right. You can come through the window and sit with me for a second. So don't be afraid to take action. As I say it, my own young warrior leaps forward, okay? We're going to pause.
What do you mean I'm a warrior?
I don't know. Are you? Here, let me take your creation. All right, but you got this. You got this. You got this. Best of luck.
Do you see me?
Yes, I see you.
You see me?
Mm-hmm. Here, go behind me so you can be on the cushion too. Since you don't even have socks on.
I don't even.
Yay! You made it. All right, good.
This is so
I'm gonna put 2 more cards, actually.
This is so confusing. Going outside without shoes.
I know, right? You can go watch them playing basketball. Go ahead. You can say hi too.
No.
I know. Thank you. Hey, honey. Someone wants to see your Legos. Can you show your Legos? And can you tell me what your creation is? No. Can you show the top and everything? Come sit. Thank you, May. Look. What is it?
It's you know, one of those creations that you buy from Splatoon 3, those things that like shoot out in 3 directions.
Mm-hmm.
I built one like that. 3 directions.
Mm-hmm.
Boinky, boinky, boinky.
Okay.
What?
Thank you. That's really cool. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Go like this. Get out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Away.
May says that is the coolest creation ever.
My name's not Macy's.
Thanks, May. I think so too.
My name's not May, it's Amy.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for showing the creation. That was a cool visit.
I can't believe that you made me visit without action.
I know. It was just amazing all around and surprising. Hi, Candace. Amazing. Okay, so our next card is the Devil. I have to kind of cover some parts of the card here. So our next card is the Devil. So this card, this is not the first time this has come up with this Venus retrograde, and with Mercury retrograde happening as well. It's very obvious, okay, that there's going to be people, past experiences, and bad habits that you have already given up that are going to try and creep back into your life with this season. Now, obviously, it's up to you what you're going to do, but it's very encouraged not to fall into those bad habits or bad experiences just because they show up or present themselves. Sometimes this can look like a toxic ex, okay? Sometimes this can look like somebody that you got over, that you thought maybe you would never get over, and then all of a sudden, boom, they show back up with a smiley face, acting like everything's fine. But you know better than that, because you've already had that experience, and it's up to you. Do you want to repeat that experience or not? Hopefully you don't want to repeat it because you've already learned your lesson. Now, this can also be showing up as, okay, jealousy, envy, negativity that's coming around you as you're going through this major glow up that this eclipse energy is providing. It's up to you how to engage with that kind of negative energy. But when people invite you to a fight, you do not have to RSVP. You can simply walk away. If you cannot walk away, that's a bigger issue. But we do have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant talks about the law. The Hierophant can talk about contracts, can talk about, brand deals, wedding, very powerful men, very powerful magicians. But this can also talk about the law and the court system. So this is really powerful. Now, for some of you, maybe you're going through something with an ex involving the court system. Maybe some kind of child custody situation, some kind of breakup, some kind of restraining order. You could have something like that or such going on. But for some of you, this is an energy of, if you choose to move forward and not fall back into those patterns, then you are going to be seeing a lot of powerful energy coming your way. It's almost like when you pass certain tests and you win, and then you get like an award or a medal or a plaque, okay? And interesting. And plaque is not a word I would usually use, but I finally watched Bad Baby's videos yesterday. Well, not finally, she just released the video yesterday. And like, I have a lot of feelings about it, but I think, if anyone wants to know, I'm definitely not Team Alabama Barker. I'm definitely Team Bad Baby. The energy here is very much so that if you are getting into some kind of battle because of action that you have taken and because people are envious of you or whatever, it is very much encouraged to settle that energy through art, through poetry, through a gift of creation, rather than with kind of other matters. Because again, this is not the time to be getting caught up in things, especially with this eclipse energy. Like, this eclipse energy is very uncertain, it's very chaotic, it's very beautiful, it's very much clearing the way. So it's not to fearmonger, but it's to say that the planetary energies right now are very, very chaotic. So just keep that in mind. If you can avoid a fight, avoid a fight. I'm going to pull one more, and look, Ace of Cups. Okay, so there's an energy here of you being just in so much completely abundant flow, of you getting the things that you wish for and more. And I just retweeted a shout out to Mystical Mar. I don't know if you follow her, you can. She's a beautiful tarot reader as well, but I follow her a lot more on Twitter, but I know she has a YouTube. But she just posted something today that I retweeted that said something like, this eclipse energy is going to be bringing so much vindication and blessings for people who have, gone through undue trauma and just been on the receiving end of a lot of just rubbish. And I was like, absolutely. And this card is just further affirmation of that. This card is showing that people are going to be seeing, their cup overflowing, an abundance of gifts, appreciation, love, and good energy. And that the more that you pour into yourself, the more that will overflow into everything that you do. May I see that you are asking 2 questions here, or 2 comments. So let me see if I can just pause and read them. Okay, but if at the beginning of all the retrogrades since like February, everything fell apart, 1 out of 2, is everything going to go back to normal after the retrograde ends? No. There's no such thing as back to normal with this energy. That's not to say that the energy is going to stay chaotic. Things can settle down, but this is to say, like, everything that these retrogrades have brought up for you, but not just for you, for everyone, has brought about a lot of shifts that cannot be, it's like, you saw my son. I have a young son, so I'm going to talk about it in terms of like human growth. So please, nobody be offended. It's like, if you're a baby and you're learning to walk and you have the ability to walk. Okay, you first you pull yourself around, then you scoot, then you crawl, then you walk. Once you learn to walk, you can't go back to not knowing. You can crawl whenever you want. You can sit down whenever you want. You can scoot around, but jump around, but you can't not know that you have the ability to walk. So let me know if that makes sense. And the reason I say it like that is because these retrogrades here, they rip away illusions. They're here to rip away the things that, and let me tell you, sometimes like, illusions, sometimes we really love our illusions. Okay, sometimes we have a friendship with someone and we always are excited to spend time with them and hang out with them, and the illusion that's ripped off is like, oh, I've been overlooking that this person is just a hater in disguise. This person always has something negative to say about me. This person doesn't clap when I win. Whenever I get in a new relationship or something changes my relationship, this person is encouraging me to mistrust my partner. Sometimes the illusions that we have, they are very comforting. So going through these kind of eclipse energies can be very uncomfortable, but if you can move through it, that does make sense. Okay, thank you. And thank you for the likes. But, once you go through it and the lessons that you learn, you have with you forever. And those are very, very important. And that's making me harken back to the second card that we got here, which was the Four of Pentacles here. Okay, once you can move through like that pain and you can start to open up again, you can start to see how powerful you are, how powerful your tongue is, your voice is, how powerful what you speak about yourself over your life is, and your self-talk, how you speak about yourself. And you can go from this, the Magician, into this Ace of Cups. And this is really just such a beautiful card to get because, full moon, Pisces season, Venus, all of this energy of just water and abundance and emotional flowing success and beauty that is here for us. And so it's really, really important to remember that also, especially even when things feel uncomfortable. Because it's also important to remember, like, what is that thing people say? The moment you take the test is not the moment the teacher answers the question. So sometimes it's like what we're going through, we are prepared for, but it can just feel like, oh my God, like I'm looking for answers, I'm not seeing them, things feel uncertain, what the hell is going on? And sometimes it's because we're ready to stand in a different energy and we just have to show up differently and we have to trust that process. Now, obviously that doesn't apply to everyone. Sometimes people are going through things that require, massive support and different shifts. And I used a story about walking. Some people cannot walk and never will walk. So, those metaphors and those messages are not for everyone, but may those metaphors and messages land exactly where they need to land and be supportive to exactly who they need to be supportive to. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to hop off for a little bit as we transition into the darker part of this beautiful eclipse retrograde day. And I want to say that I will be back on live, but I can't give you an exact time. But I will be back tonight to do some longer readings and more personal readings. And again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, again, the information is on my site. It's roseandclove.wordpress.com, which is also posted on my Instagram, roseandclove999. So, my dears, thank you so much. Happy Venus Day, happy retrograde day, happy full moon. I will thank you so much to everyone who shared the live, liked the live, and sent gifts. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you again soon. Okay? Take care.